Hey, what's up guys, my name is NerkIRL and this is my first Rogue Thrive video, and it will be a full guide including the specs, the gems, the gear, and the reforge. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's start right away with the specs. Alright, so first here, I'm gonna spec 2 points into Night Stalker to make sure I get the speed bonus when I'm stealth. Next, I'll put 3 points in Improve Ambush to get this extra crit and extra damage. And finally, I'll put 3 points into Relentless Strike to make sure I get 25 energy back whenever I use Recuperate or Eviscerate. Okay, second tier. Obviously, you'll want to have 2 points into Elusiveness to reduce the cooldown on Vanish and Cloak of Shadow. For my own personal specs, I'm not going to be using Waylay, I'll be using Crippling Poison instead. And then 3 points into Opportunity to get a nice damage buff. And for the third tier, you want to put points everywhere. I'm using all those talents in this tier. The only reason I'm going to put 1 point in Honor Among Thieves is to get the 5% crit chance for my teammates. And of course, get Premeditation too. Okay, so in the 5th tier we have Cheat Dead. Most rogues use Cheat Dead, some don't, it's personal choice. I personally do use Cheat Dead, so I'm going to put 3 points in it. And I'm going to fill the rest of the tier because I'm using Glyph of Emo Rage. And then fill Slaughter from the Shadow to get a nice energy reduction cost on your ability. Get Shadow Dance and then move on to the next 3. This one has many different builds, but I personally use Lethality 3 out of 3 and Coup de Grace 2 out of 3. And this second tier of this 3 is where you make a big decision. It's where you choose if you'd rather have Quickening or Puncturing Wound. Quickening will increase the healing done on you including Recuperate, and Puncturing Wound will simply increase the critical chance of your backstab and Mutilate. I simply go for the most healing done by my Recuperate, so I take Quickening and improve Recuperate in the combat tree. Now I have 1 more point to spend, so I'm just gonna max out Coup de Grace. Let's move on to the gear. Okay, so I'm using both PvP enchant for the helm and shoulders. I'm using 22 agility on the cloak, 15 stats on the chest, and 50 agility on the wrist. And for the weapon, I am using Landslide and the weapon chain. And as for the glove, I am using the engineering enchant. If you don't have engineering, just go ahead and take the highest agility enchant you can. Get a belt buckle for extra socket. And then you need dragon scale armor for the legs and major agility for the boots. If you're an enchanter, go ahead and enchant your ring agility, and that should be it for the enchants. Let's move on to the reforge part. There is 2 ways to reforge your items. You're either gonna go full crit or expertise cap. If you actually do PvE, it would be a good thing to remove your legs and get some PvE legs instead. Simply because the PvP legs has haste on it. The expertise cap for PvP is 20/20. Also make sure you have your 5% hit. Keep in mind that you won't need expertise if you're behind a target. Player cannot dodge, block, or parry attacks if they're from behind. Gemming as a rogue is really easy. All your gems should be red and agility. Your meta gem is going to be an Agile Shadow Spirit Diamond, which only requires 3 red gems to work. And the next thing is a Glyph. Pretty much all rogues use the same Glyph set. So for the Prime Glyph, we have Shadow Dance, Emo Rage, and Backstab. For the Major Glyph, we have Preparation, Blind, and Garrote. And the Minor Glyph, they don't really matter at all, but I like to use Poison, Sprint, and Safe Fall. I hope this was helpful to anybody, and guys, let's thrive.